What's going on, Zimbabwe? I'm Good Cop, Zim's very own Salala.
And I'm Bad Cop, and I came prepared for this conversation.
And we're Good Cop, Bad Cop, and we're going to be talking to you about the 6 albums that were nominated at last year's Zim Hip Hop Awards. Yeah, we're talking about Art Peel's Jiri Ever Beautiful, Noble Styles Better Than Your Album, Few Kings, The Feeling Ain't Fair, Mr. Proud of You, Shortcuts to Heaven,
POY.
And the last one.
So, the first album that we're going to be talking about is Stunner, Straight Bullet.
But I ain't gonna talk about me like they know me, man. No, they don't know me. They never where I still get high, liquor, shots. Dindi neskire mango maya. Kwa pedzera basa marovaya.
Taking to the bank, it's Hillsy in the building and I'm back with a bang. Came out the bottom, got his rubbers point blank. Got these niggas gassed up like a fuel tank.
And before we go anywhere, we have to kind of get the elephant that's in the room out. And when we're talking about the overall sound of the album, we can't run away from the fact that 2017 Stunner had quite a dramatic year. And so the simple question is, Good Cop, do you think Straight Bullet was inspired by Olinda Chideme, or as he said, it's a social album giving a story about people's struggles in jail? What's your thoughts?
Honestly, I think it's like a collective of everything. Because if you like following his like Instagram page, like in January, he even hashtagged in one of his posts Straight Bullets. So I think he's been working on the album for quite a while. His whole drama, man, this is added sauce, you know. Everything needs sauce, you know. Everything needs sauce to make things better. But yeah, man, like
I feel you. I mean, for me personally, I felt like the album suffered from an accident of coincidence where the events that happened throughout 2017, he kind of had to address them. I mean, we do have one of the tracks on the album, Janae Nemi, where he does kind of tell the world, like, it's not your story to talk about.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think whenever you make an album, during the process, anything can change.
Yeah.
So that incident was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back in the booth and rap about this and let my feelings and my thoughts know. So yeah, man, like
I totally feel you. I mean, when I was listening to this album and looking around at what people were saying, I can't remember, I did see an article where he did have a longer track list. So these 9 tracks are not the total complete representation of the entire recording that he did for Straight Bullet.
I actually welcome the 9 tracks because some of these other albums just had 9 tracks is good, man. If I had gone over 9 tracks, I think I would have had a problem with the album.
Okay.
But yeah, but anyways, bro.
So tell me, bro, what was your favorite tracks on Straight Bullet?
I think I was just gonna start by saying, ever since like growing up, Stunner is the only one of the only rappers I ever heard of.
Yeah.
And honestly, I never liked Stunner. I never liked his flow. I just didn't like his music. But Zim in general saw him as like, you know, like
so you weren't feeling the vibe.
I wasn't catching the vibe. I was not catching any of Stunner's vibes.
Alright.
But when I listened to Straight Bullet, I went into it with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, like, after listening to it twice, I was like, you know what? It's actually a decent album.
Okay.
It's actually a decent album. Like, Nemi, that track featuring Hillsy, that was a fire track.
Yeah.
And thank you, Stunner. Thank you for making a video for it because it just teed up everything perfectly.
Yeah.
And Hillsy, shout out to you, bro. You came in and you bothered the guy who invited you to be on this track.
Ouch, Good Cop, you're trying to steal my vibe.
Sorry, like he got body, but anyways. Yeah.
Right. So Janae Nemi is your favorite track of the entire album?
Favorite track followed by Follow Me. I think that was good. And the rest of the album was okay.
Alright.
It was okay.
I mean, segueing from when you mentioned Follow Me, I have to tell the whole world, I'm gonna confess my love for the feature artist on Follow Me, Peshi. I fell in love when the track drops and you hear her sing. I mean, like, guys, I mean, like, Peshi, hotline bling, call me later. No. And to be honest, I mean, do you realize Follow Me is actually not Stunner's song, it's actually Peshi's song. She did this exact song with the DJ J7, where for me there is no Stunner, so I got more of Peshi singing beautifully on this track. And basically, if I heard this track and if I saw you in real life, Peshi, I'd follow you.
Wow. Okay, but no. Shout out to Peshi. He really loved you. I thought, honestly, I thought.
You're a bad cop, but I fell in love.
I thought it was good. Your vocals are on point. But anyways, moving on. Like, as a collective, how did you feel about Straight Bullet?
As a collective,
like beat selection, his bars, his delivery, his flow.
Yeah.
Did you catch a vibe listening to Straight Bullet?
Overall, in terms of the vibes of the entire album as a whole, my only one real issue was the Zim dancehall. One of my favorite tracks was a Zim dancehall track, so please don't hate on me. Akaru Amari. I did like that track. We were featuring Bashipi. But My Lady, which is a Zim dancehall track, I wasn't feeling it. I understand what he's trying to do, because overall the entire album is a diverse amalgamation of sounds, what is popular in Zimbabwe, from the Zim dancehall to the Afro beat to the more hip-hop kind of vibe, and he's able to bring that all under one roof, under the roof of Straight Bullet. So for me, in terms of my favorite tracks, Follow Me, I love the vibe. It's got a real cool, chill, like hip-hoppy vibe. Akaruna, as I said, I just love the hook. So there is a Zim dancehall track that I do love. I did enjoy They Know, which is the second track on the album. And once again, even though I do have a kind of gripe with the Zim dancehall, the Musatifinu, I enjoyed that track. Even with the urban grooves vibe, because as far as I'm concerned, when you're asking me about his beat selection, overall flow and everything, I'm gonna tell you, Zimbabwe, as far as Good Cop is concerned, Stunner is the king of urban grooves.
Bad Cop.
So if you've got a problem, you can holler at Bad Cop. Let's talk about this on Twitter, on our Facebook, because I'm gonna defend this man till the day I die.
So you really think he's not the king of hip hop?
I don't think so.
So he's the king of urban grooves. Okay, Stunner's the king of urban grooves. With me, I think Stunner, I'm convinced that Stunner can rap on anything. You know, his flow is just, it's weird and funny in like a good way. It kind of reminds me of like a Juicy J. In a way, like, because Juicy J's got those like bars, and his flow is just unorthodox. With Stunner, I think the advantage he has is that he's got the same thing, and if he had to do an EDM track, it probably won't be good, but it would probably like still kind of go down.
So you're basically saying that Stunner can body any genre of music?
Like, not body, but he can handle.
Like even country, even EDM. Is that what you're saying? Because you're basically saying this brother is versatile enough to be.
I think with his style, he can get away with a lot.
Okay.
Basically, with his style, he can get away with a lot.
Zimbabwe, you're hearing this?
Yeah, he can Stunner. With your style, you can get away with a lot. Like all the beats that were given to you, I kind of think like you did well. You know. So yeah, man.
And then in terms of least favorite track, I mean, we've talked about the favorite track, but what was your least favorite track? Like you can skip it, like every time it comes on, you like.
I forgot the name of the track, but it's got this sample. What's it called? What's the name?
That's probably. It's not I Need.
Yeah, that track. I wasn't feeling that track. But like, if I had to give an album a rating, I'd give it like
Oh, it's actually Msati Female.
Yes, that one. No, please. Not again,
What's
please.
wrong with Msati?
Yeah, no, I didn't like that track. I didn't like
You're
it.
chilling with your boys on a Saturday
I
afternoon.
do,
The
I
bride,
do.
some, with the ladies.
Yeah,
Msati Female comes on, you're like, next.
My boys ain't your boys. So, overally, like the whole entire album, it's decent. It's okay. I give it a 6.
You give it a 6, and I mean, I totally feel you. In fact, I gave the album a 6 out of 10. So moving on to the next album, which is